Have you ever felt frustrated in a relationship, wondering why doesn't he understand what I'm saying? Or why do you always have to talk about everything? These are common questions in romantic relationships, and they often stem from a profound misunderstanding, not of intentions, but of differences. In his best-selling book, Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus, Dr. John Gray presents a simple yet powerful idea. Men and women are fundamentally different in the way they think, feel, communicate, and respond to stress. These differences, if misunderstood, can lead to confusion, conflict, and emotional estrangement. But if acknowledged and respected, they can become the foundation for a deep connection and lasting love. John Gray uses a metaphor to illustrate this difference. Men are from Mars, women are from Venus. Imagine that men and women come from entirely different planets, each with their own languages, customs, and emotional needs. They have come together on Earth, but they still act as if they still live by the rules of their home planet. The problem is that they expect their partner to understand their emotional needs naturally, without explanation. This leads to frustration for both parties. Gray argues that the solution lies in recognizing, accepting, and adapting to these differences. One of the central ideas in the book is how men and women cope with stress. When a man feels stressed or overwhelmed, his instinct is to withdraw into what Gray calls his cave. This might mean watching television, working on a project, or even just staying silent. Men need time alone to clear their minds and process things. During this time, they often become emotionally unavailable. It's not that they don't care. They simply need space to recharge. Women, by contrast, tend to cope with stress by talking about it. They find comfort in expressing their feelings, discussing their problems, and feeling heard and understood. This discrepancy often leads to conflict. A woman may interpret a man's withdrawal as rejection or emotional coldness. In contrast, a man may perceive a woman's willingness to talk as pressure or criticism. This pattern manifests itself in many relationships. She wants to talk, he wants to be left alone. Both are wrong. They're just reacting in line with their emotions. The secret is for men to realize that listening, without trying to solve the problem, is often the best way to support a woman. And women need to learn that a man's retreat doesn't mean he's not interested. He just needs some time in his cave. Another key theme in the book is the idea that men and women have different emotional languages. Men tend to show love through actions. They fix things, offer solutions, or provide for their families. For them, love is often expressed through actions. Women, on the other hand, often show love through words, gestures, and emotional connection. They express love through care, affirmation, and empathy. For this reason, men may feel unappreciated when their actions go unnoticed, and women may feel unloved when they lack emotional closeness. Gray suggests that couples learn how their partner expresses love, and, more importantly, how they receive it. A woman might say, "You never say you love me," while a man might think, "Of course I love you. I work hard every day for us." They both express love, but in different ways. This imbalance is also evident in what Gray calls the point system. He says women value every act of love equally, no matter how big or small. A hug, a kind word, a cup of coffee, they all count. Men, however, often assume that big gestures like buying a gift or solving a big problem should earn them points and allow them space for a while. But for women, love is about consistency. Small, everyday gestures mean more than the occasional big act. The bottom line? In a woman's eyes, a man earns just as much appreciation for a small act of kindness as he does for a big one. So, frequent, small displays of love make a world of difference. For men, this may seem counterintuitive, but it's one of the book's most powerful lessons. Support is another area where misunderstandings often arise. Men tend to offer support by trying to fix things. If a woman says, "I've had a rough day," a man's instinct is to offer a solution. But that's not always what she needs. Often, she simply wants someone to listen to her, validate her feelings, and be present. When a man goes into fixer mode, she may feel like